Good morning, everyone. It's 3:14 a.m. Friday, May the 1st. Today we're going to be going to work. Ignore my messy room, please. I just did a bunch of laundry. I don't even have knobs on my closet door. But there we go. Okay, I guess it's Friday. I don't really care how I look today. But yeah, I'll just wear this, I guess. Now I have to be really quiet because my parents are asleep, but we're gonna make my coffee and then we should be good to go. I'll let you listen to it start up. Okay, we should be good to go. All right, now this is the fun part. There we go, successfully made it out. My garage door clicker is missing, so that's what I've been having to do lately, is jump the sensor. But we're taking the old 4Runner again today. It takes me about 25 minutes to get to work. That clock is a few minutes fast, so it's about 3:30 right now. It takes me about 25 minutes to get to work. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head that way. All right, we're getting along the road here. We're a few minutes into the trip. In case you're wondering, yes, I do get up at 3 a.m. every day, well, Monday through Friday for work. I have to be there at 4, roughly, and I work until noon. So that's my schedule, and yeah, it is as crazy as it sounds. It doesn't get much easier, but you know, it is what it is. So, but yeah, we're doing good. We're just continuing along our journey. All right, we're pulling up to the first traffic light on our trip. Obviously, I'm not looking through the camera, so I don't know if y'all are really seeing the road or not. But yep, this is Highway 10. This is what we'll take for a few miles before we get onto the interstate, and we got someone coming down this way. The thing about now leaving for work this early is that it's usually people who are coming back from going out the night before to bars or whatever. Hopefully they're driving sober. Okay, light turned green. Let's go. But yeah, so yeah, there's very few people who are getting up for the morning shift around this time. So it's you know, it's kind of nice having no one on the roads, but at the same time, you know. All right, we're fixing to get on the interstate here. This is a pretty new on-ramp overpass situation they built. Probably been here, I want to say maybe less than 2 years. It's still a little confusing, even for people who have lived here for their whole life. But yeah, we're gonna be getting on to 430. So I'll let you take a look at how confusing this kind of is. So here you get on to 430, and then it splits. You don't have much time to really change lanes, but you can either go north to the left or south to the right. You don't get a whole lot of time to make up your mind. It's a heavily there's a lot of traffic in this area pretty much at all times of the day. Not right now, obviously, but we're going south on 430. Not for long though. I mean, this is both interstates we take today are very brief interstates. Probably some of the shortest interstates in the country, I would imagine, because they're only like 8 miles long. So, but yeah, we're gonna be merging onto 430, and and soon we will be getting on to 630 through the Big Rock interchange, which I'll show you here in a minute. Alright, we've been on 430 for about a mile or so. We're getting ready to go into 630. There is the movie theater, the Breckenridge movie theater. It's now called Film Alley. They just reopened it. It used to be a Regal. That was the movie theater I grew up going to the most. But now, getting on to 630, you can see the markings on the road there. And we're headed, 630 east towards downtown. So check this out. This interchange has been here for years, like plenty of years. And it's kind of a flyover situation. It used to be a little bit different. And I want to say they revamped this whole area probably 10 years ago. So, but it's a really nice little bridge situation. I'll try and show you. Over there is more of West Little Rock. I bet you can't really see much of it. I think I zoomed in for you. But there's like an Embassy Suites over there. There's a couple of bank buildings, whatnot. But, and I'm still not looking through the camera, I promise. But now we're getting on to 630. This is a different interstate. We'll take this for about 8 miles or so, 6 or 7 to 8 miles. To get to my exit to where I go to work. So yeah. Coming up here on the left is the old doctor's building, which I'm surprised is still, I don't know if it's focusing at all, probably not. But here is North University, which is a pretty popular area. It's like an area called Midtown. And then this is South University over here. I will point out the historical significance of the interstate we're on, because it's a relatively newer interstate, probably built in the 60s. The historical significance of this interstate, not great. And I don't have time to explain it now, but it doesn't have the best legacy. But you can look that up on your own time. But yeah, we're getting closer and closer to get to work. Coming up here on the left here in a second, we'll have the old Ray Winder Field. This is where the Arkansas Travelers used to play. The Arkansas Travelers is a minor league baseball team. It's now a parking lot. But you can see the old scoreboard right there briefly. The Travelers now play in North Little Rock, just across the river there. There's UAMS and the old VA hospital. That building has looked the same since I was a kid. And honestly, yeah, I mean, you can always tell it's the VA hospital every time you pass by it. But UAMS has a really beautiful campus, and it's a really good medical school. And if you look way up ahead, you'll be able to catch our first glimpse of the downtown Little Rock skyline. It means we're getting close. So, yeah, I'll let y'all keep zooming in on that. But we're gonna exit here pretty soon, and I'll let you know when we do. Alright, we just exited. There's one last look at the Little Rock skyline before we don't see it again. From certain angles, it's a really good looking skyline. If you're looking at it from the north side of Little Rock, it looks beautiful. But now we are about to get to my parking garage. So I also forgot to mention there's the state capitol building right there. We're pulling in to my spot. The nice thing about getting to work early is that you usually get really good spots. In fact, you always get really good parking spots right close up to the door. But we've parked, we made it to work. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.